legal stuff with?
The stuff with Vince McMahon still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he kind of sticks to himself. You know what I mean? So I'm like, but that
He
makes
doesn't need
sense.
to. He
I
got
know.
his payday.
He's really into cooking now, and he loves just being on his farm. He's got like a
Yeah.
10-acre
His
farm.
his daughter's kicking butt in track and field. She'll come in.
She does the shot put, right?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
good. She'll come in.
Scorpion, how often do you like keep in touch with the WWE, or was it something that you used to do years back?
I mean, I think I've always liked luchador culture. Um, it's a fun little thing. I don't keep up with it seriously. I think if I was more into like betting, uh,
You,
probably would be into it a bit more.
You got to watch the luchador side of things that they just bought. Been really good.
Nice.
that's not the AWA, is it, or the
The AAA has
AAA?
the
Eh,
Dominic Mysterio.
eh,
Dominic Mysterio's been down there. Undertaker's been booking it.
Yeah, I've always loved the Mexican wrestlers. Like they're in a league of
Fast
their
moving.
own.
Fast moving. It's not for everybody, but the ladder match that they just had was really good. Penta was kicking butt. I was just texting with Adam Weitzman. He's there again tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's crazy.
This is awesome. Finn Balor's going to come out as the Beast tonight,
Yeah.
or the Demon.
Or disposable income. Many maintain some African-inspired decor, but often with
Finn Balor's like literally like one of the most underrated wrestlers.
Oh,
Insane.
100%. Like he had all that momentum, like with stuff he did before the WWE, and
Yeah.
then he won the belt. And did he get injured?
was filled.
Yeah. He got injured. He was the first Universal champion.
Yeah. Who do you like in this one?
Which one?
CM
Reigns?
Punk and
Punk. I think Punk's gonna win. This one should be interesting. Sami Zayn.
yeah, I'm waiting for him to get that big push. This guy deserves it.
Sami Zayn is literally like, he's so good.
Yeah. I thought it was awesome how they made him into the Samoan
grinding.
family.
Yeah, he's been grinding for so many years. When he was a masked wrestler, it was pretty cool. El Generico. What's up, Chaba?
Not much. That B said that you guys were gonna have it in the stream, so I could watch. I don't got the ESPN thing.
Can you see my screen?
I don't think. Yeah, Bees. I think you're that.
Yeah,
other
you gotta
screen.
share it.
It wasn't on. I thought it was on this whole time.
No.
No,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. We were just imagining what was happening.
Yeah.
Huh, this whole time.
Yeah, I'm locked into like a bundle through my Verizon. That's the like Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, but it won't let you upgrade it to the ESPN that you need for WrestleMania. So I either get rid of my bundle and lose like a $20 discount on it, or
Yeah, they got me on it. I was only paying the $19.95, and I had to upgrade.
yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make it so ESPN Plus is obsolete, and that you gotta get a new thing.
The man.
The man.
Capitalist. Where's Tim when we need him?
TKO.
Where's Tim when we need him for a rant?
So, Chopper, when is the next game for TVL?
Wednesday is the semifinals. I want to say Wednesday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Let me double check. Yeah.
So lemon
5.
pepper step is
Huh?
think you could pull off a fanny pack like that?
Hell no. Blue suit is about all I can pull off that goes down that line.
I bet you that fanny pack is like $5,000-$6,000.
Easily.
Probably.
Lemon pepper steppers.
That's crazy.
Bees, where were you in Texas? We missed you.
Dude, the flights, this is crazy. When they announced it, I went on to check flights from Boston, $850. And then I checked them like probably 2 weeks and a week before, and they were over $800. And I couldn't justify taking a vacation day, spending that money. So I'm definitely doing New York Comic Con, and I want to do San Diego.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like for that price you could go to Brazil or something.
I know, right? And I've been wanting to plan a trip, and every time I get to that point, it's like, well, do you want to go to this VFriends event? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Instead of going to like Aruba, I want to go to a VFriends event at 49 years old. I love it.
Dude. Trek is like so jacked.
I love that out of all of the VCons, the most expensive airfare was the one to LA when I live in Portland.
What was it?
I think it was right around 600, 650. And then like all the other ones to Minneapolis and to Indy, I think were around 400, 450.
How long is the drive from Portland?
Oh, if I wanted to drive it, probably about 12 hours, 13. But
Yeah, it's a trip.
you know, it's never the drive there that you regret, it's the one headed home.
Yep.
I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Dude.
Hey, does anybody know if I got another iPhone and I kept my old iPhone, is there a way that you can use both cameras at the same time? Like even if you were doing it on like OBS?
Oh yeah. Just as
So
long as
you can
you're
use
connected
all
to
Apple
Wi-Fi.
products and just
Yeah.
use them as their camera?
Yeah, you would just have to have it connected to Wi-Fi, and then there's an app that you can link with OBS that you turn on that just adds it as an additional camera.
That's
And then
pretty
you have to
cool.
go through the settings, but yeah, I've done it with 2 cell phones before.
Yeah, because the new phone's coming out in September, and I haven't gotten one in a couple years, and I need to get a camera. And so I'm just wondering, do I not trade this in and then just use it as a camera, or do I trade it in and buy a camera? Maybe that's a better question to ask everybody.
Yeah, I think like a webcam. There's some good webcams that you can get for like $80. They're like 4K resolution,
Yeah,
and
webcams are real cheap.
yeah, it's like way better, I think, in my opinion, because you know the iPhones are just ridiculously expensive because they're not really just used only for camera stuff.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I've thought of that a lot too. Probably just get you 2 good webcams for like 150, 4K, 2 webcams, and just hook them up.
And then not use my phone.
I mean, you could use it too.
Yeah, you could still use it.
You could throw it in the mix.
Like you could do where the webcam is on you and then have the cell phone set up for zooming in on whatever the item is.
Mhm.
Like that's what, here, hold up. Let's see if I can get it in camera view. Not quite. So you can kind of see it. I have this little rig right here. Here, let me. So you just put the cell phone in here and then it aims it down at the desk. So that way you can have the cards or whatever you're breaking right here and then still have the webcam focused on your face. And this
Nice.
thing is like $40 on Amazon. I just, here, let me.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think about
Rest the cell phone like that, and then you just zoom it in on whatever's on the table.
if like you're at the National or any type of event and you end up getting one of those sticks that like it like doesn't make the camera shake and it kind of works on AI as well.
Mhm.
It's like a gimbit or something they call it. Yeah. So would I be better off using my new webcam in doing the footage that way, or just using my cell phone with that?
At the Nationals?
Yeah.
I mean, cell phone with this is going to be a lot cheaper.
Well, I would say cell phone, yes, if you're on the go. Like if you're at a mobile event and you have that gimbal, like you were saying,
Yeah.
you just put it in, you just put the phone in there, and there you go. You just got to keep it charged up, get some battery, portable battery packs, and you'll be good to go.
I'm surprised I don't see
controversy.
more advertisements for people that are in like the home studio and like podcast that like I just don't come across like advertisements or promotions and stuff, you know. Sometimes on like TikTok, they'll have somebody that's got like a board and they're trying to sell it, but like I just feel like there's a lot of money to be made right now, and like if you know about these cameras that are a bit cheaper but they work really well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're saying you don't see a lot of ads for those products?
Yeah, I don't see as much as I would think you would see, you know what I mean? TikTok, I don't know, maybe I used to see more of like the cordless microphones, and sometimes I see like the different companies that have those sticks, but like I'm always like, which one do I go with? Because
I'm finding you. I don't have this. I got a different camera by the same company. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
I was like, do I just like bite the bullet and just start with DJI because they play in there a lot, or I just don't want to buy anything just because of the name, you know what I mean? I'm done doing that stuff.
Yeah. Where is that? Did they get rid of it recently?
Oh yeah, the DJI Osmo Pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are like the premium, higher end. You know, kind of like when GoPro had its days. Now you can get GoPros super cheap.
Yeah. I just
Oh, they
always
stopped
get
making it.
nervous. I get nervous that something that I put money into isn't going to connect with something else I have that's electronic related, and it's just going to frustrate me, you know? And it's like, well, at this point, you don't have anything, so why not you just get in there and figure it out as you go, you know?
Yeah, most things are pretty universal now, luckily. Like you know, you get webcams and stuff. It's gonna connect to a Mac. It's gonna connect to a PC. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I see what you mean. You want to get the most bang for your buck.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know that this is going to be, you know, this is going to be many years of an investment. So at this point, it's like I'm trying to do everything I can on my end to just learn from other people's mistakes, I guess,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I've invested so much into tech. I've wires for days.
Oh God, yeah.
Somebody could run a VFriends stand store that is IT related, and like everybody in the community just knows, like, yeah, just go on this person's site, in their bio, click their stand store, and just make an appointment. It's like $15-20 a half an hour.
Yeah. So that'd be super cool.
Yeah, I'm making a stand store that's teaching people how to be good captains and coaches for their TVL team. And I'm giving Choppa a free semester.
Yes.
There you go. Is he on your team already?
Yeah, he's our first student that got a full boat.
Yeah.
Miami Mike was on here last night.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he actually sent me. He was sending me a message about 10 minutes ago, asking for the link, and if we do this regularly scheduled, and I was like,
Oh, did Sammy just lose?
Yeah, he did.
Damn.
With some interference, but yeah, they had to put it on trick.
You guys missed Kowalski last night. He was in rare form, and WrestleMania ended,
Doing his laundry.
and he goes, "I think I'm gonna get Wendy's," and we're like, "What?"
dude, he had
Yeah.
he had the weakest Wendy's order at 12. He went at midnight, so
He knows the guy that works there at night
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
by
the
first
weakest-
name.
the weakest order. It literally was like a double cheeseburger or something like that with bacon. That's it. No fries, no drink.
If it's not a Baconator,
We're all in the
Frosted.
stream watching him order.
Yeah, at 12 o'clock at night, we were like,
if
dude,
it's not a Baconator, it doesn't count.
I don't even know if it was a Baconator. I think it was like something, add something. Like, so it wasn't even a Baconator, would at least been a little bit cooler.
It was from the a la carte menu.
But like,
A la
at 12,
carte
The
kids.
kids menu would have been better.
yeah, but to get up at 12 o'clock
Well,
at night,
they're all out of the SpongeBob meals.
to get up at 12 o'clock at night and drive, to Wendy's just to get like a burger, that's it. I'm like, dude, come on now. Yeah,
The
He didn't
finer
even get
things.
French fries.
yeah.
he didn't even get French fries.
Didn't even get a drink.
Yeah,
How do you got to get French fries with a Frosty?
Yeah, that's what
that's
I
what-
was just thinking. Like, that's
Yeah.
rule number one if you're going to Wendy's is fries
Especially
with a
if-
frosty and
Especially at midnight.
yeah.
yeah. Scorpion. He goes with his buddies watching WrestleMania. There's like 5 of us. He goes in. We're all excited about the order, and doesn't order any French fries. And then we have to sit there and be like,
Did he bring anything back for his mother?
Nah.
Disappointing.
Andy did his laundry throughout the whole stream. Like, he brought us like 4 times to his washer and dryer.
And we had to like tell him.
I can see that with him.
And we had to tell him when to like go. Like.
Yeah,
You
we
got to keep track of when he put it in.
Yeah, you gotta stay in front of that guy. You know what I mean? If you send him a text and he doesn't text you back in like a day, just keep texting him.
I don't know if you saw the stream when we tried to play them, but he was a bit out of it. And like he stands up at one point, and me and one of his teammates are like messaging each other, and we're like, "Please do not go to the bathroom right now." Please. Like we
He's
thought he was just
unzipping
heading
things.
straight to the bathroom. And we're like, "Oh God."
Yeah, he reached out to me after that, and he was so bent out of shape. Like he's like, I feel so bad for my team, and I was just like, well, dude, you're only human, so you know it is what it is. We move on. That's it.
We
Talk about
move on.
TVO.
Ooh, Tampa.
You talk about TVO?
Yeah.
Yeah, TVL.
Oh. I mean, you kind of have to get a good shuffle, right?
What do you think, Choppa?
What do I think about what?
You have to have a good shuffle.
I mean, yeah, if you saw when we played against each other and you beat me, what the final 4 cards were my 250s, a 51, and a 54. Like, you
Jolly, can you clip that so I can make
Yeah, I'll mark that.
having Choppa saying I beat him? Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, you kicked my ass.
Got
I've
it.
been benched the rest of the season because of you.
Dude, we got smashed.
We
in our-
demand excellence on my team, and I didn't live up to it, and I've been benched, and everyone else keeps winning.
Dude, I was our team had to play the hippo, and it was pretty much like win and we're in, and we got smashed. Like we got smoked, and like I was doing good the first 2 weeks, and then Rob put me up there as second place in the MVP running, and I didn't win since. I haven't won one match since I was in the running for MVP. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
Scorpion, you definitely should jump in on this. I believe it's in September.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on it.
What is?
well, TVLE's coming back in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. For
Cool.
the fall, because they're gonna do like an individual tournament for the summer, and then have a fall season.
I think it,
For the-
I think it's a good idea just to keep rolling, like keep it going.
For the tournament, is that online or in person?
Yeah. No, all of it's online.
And the thing
Okay.
is, I feel like if they keep going, give it 2 more seasons after this one, like the summer one plus the I guess fall it would be. I bet we might have more active players in this league than there are in the regular.
Oh, definitely.
Probably. Yeah.
Like we might actually flip the whole script, and this may be like it'll never be this is the main one, but
Well,
but
it's
it'd
just
be
it's more accessible to the average person to be able to play the official version. You got to travel to the in-person tournaments, and so
Yep.
that's money and cost right
You
there.
got to bring $4,000 worth of cards.
cards. Yeah, like you.
At least
if you
4,000.
do
Well,
not have a
depending on when you
perfect
join the community, Scorpion.
Yeah.
version- If you don't have,
let's
a
say I
perfect
joined today.
version,
Let's
and
say I
you don't
joined
have a
today and I
black
need to
cat,
get
you're toast.
I need to get a perfect Persian, I need a gift goat, I need a burglar, I need a ton of
If you don't want to think about it, $5,000. I'll get you to the quarterfinals.
You guarantee? Is that a guarantee?
Hey, let me clip that.
I've
Yeah, that's
I've
the
been
thing,
in a
is
bunch of them, and I always get to the quarterfinals, and I mean I have a couple ideas on things that I could do better to my deck, but I just think it comes down to the shuffle, and I have to well, I don't have to, but I play with slabs, and it's a nightmare even thinking about shuffling my slab deck.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. Yeah, it's partially the shuffle. I also love poker, and I know that in the TCG game you can kind of outmaneuver your opponent. You can trick them into, doing things if you talk to them and try to basically like poker, right?
Mhm.
Before you make the call, you look at the guy and you're like, you got 2 aces, and you can kind of read their face a little bit. So I feel like that is possible to do in TCG. But yeah, you have to kind of do those poker reads, ask the right questions. Like, do you want me to decline? Those kind of things.
But I think there's more for me. That I feel like there's a more ways you can, and maybe it's because I'm not too competitive in the regular one, but I feel like in the low score, there's more strategy involved in a way than there is the first one in the regular
Yeah.
one. Because like you
I
got,
agree.
if you got all the top cards, you just kind of like trying to like bounce around. And of course, there's strategy to it for sure, and that's why I'm not good at it. So maybe I just don't know the strategy yet. But I just feel like it's easier to start creating your strategy in the low score. And
I think the strategy for the low score is different than the high score,
yes,
Yeah.
sure.
and you
But
don't have to worry about rare cards.
yeah,
You almost had to. I figured out a loophole when I got named a captain and was reading through the rule book. I found a clear loophole and brought it to Rob's attention, and he initially was like, I'm going to let you guys exploit it kind of deal because it's not against the rules. But then last minute, he changed his mind. But if you think about it, as long as your total score is under 70, right? Because you have to have 170 card.
yeah,
If you have a foil, it's going to be better for you in this style of play than a regular card. Because, like, the perfect example here, let me pull it out. It was this guy that made me figure it out all the start. So, Candid Clownfish, right? Under the rules, he would have counted as a 66 because of his multiplier. But then in any subcategory, my scores are going to be lower than your 66 if like we both pulled the same card in theory.
yeah,
So as long as you made it so that way you went to a subcategory and didn't go to total, this card is actually going to beat most other lower cards.
you just gotta stay away from total.
Yep, you just got to stay away from total, but even then you got to have a 66 in your deck anyway.
Yeah,
So, just
Oh, I
you
see
would be
what you're
playing
saying.
it anyway. So yeah, we figured that out, and we're gonna use that. And then Rob was like, "Nope, no foils allowed." And I'm like, "Damn it!" But
and was the foil a new rule? Because I don't think I remember it last.
yeah,
year.
foil was introduced this year
Okay.
because like when I messaged him, I was like, "Hey, is there a like the regular league? Is there a rule to how many foils you can have?" And he's like, "You don't want to have foils. Like you're drunk, Bobby." And I'm like, "No." And like I explained it to him, and he's like, "Holy shit, my mind's blown right now. Like that is a clear strategy that would work."
Yeah. So
But the issue is that they basically figured out that once we started doing that everyone would pick it up for seasons moving forward. And then you're running into the exact same problem as the normal league, in that you're driving people to try to buy rares and ultra rares and epics and all of that, which are higher priced cards, when they're trying to make this league to be the affordable one.
yeah.
And so he was like, "No, we're nipping it in the butt. No foils allowed." And I'm like, "All right." Kind of sucks because the strategy was, especially like if this season was how things played out, I was gonna tell my team the strategy, but then we
Yeah.
were gonna play like normal for the regular season, so no one saw it coming. And then in the playoffs, crack out all these foils and just start messing with people in the
Dude,
playoffs.
Dude, people would have lost their mind.
Oh yeah, people would have been pissed.
I
Because
wouldn't have been
It would've worked.
pissed. I would have been upset, but I would have been like giving you guys so many props for like that whole like the way you played it out. I'd be like, I don't care. I lost,
At that point,
guys-
you gotta
you guys,
kind of give it. You gotta give it to them. Be like, all right, you got us. You
Yeah,
won.
You guys ever heard of Counter Strike before?
Oh yeah,
There,
I just
there was
haven't
this.
played it
It's,
since.
Not
it's a
me.
first-person
High school.
shooter game, 5v5. Well, anyways, they compete for like $1 million in the World Championship, and there was this one team that got to the finals, and they had found out about this exploit where they could get to a certain point in the map that nobody knew about, and they only pulled that card out during the finals and used it to win. So they kind of were just like you know, we don't want anyone to know about this. But in the finals, they pulled it out, and it was legal because they didn't do anything like they didn't break any rules. They just jumped to a weird place in the map where they could see everything. It's
Yep.
crazy.
I mean, if you can pull that off and know that other people aren't going to pick up on this, and it's like something you think that you found, I mean, it may be worth the gamble sometimes to take just to. Because worst case scenario, if people found out, then you can just start using it in season.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
That was
yeah.
kind of our idea. Was
Yeah.
you know, if somebody else figures it out and starts using it, then it's open season. If
Yeah,
we're the
then
only ones that have figured this out, then hold it as long as humanly possible.
And I mean, yeah, people would have been like, "Let's challenge this rule," and then you're like, "Nope, well here it is. this is how it
I'll be
plays
like,
out."
I already talked to the commissioner about it.
That would be
We'll
wild.
always leave it up to the players to figure out exploits and stuff like that. They'll find it.
Yep. Oh, as we were talking about, I'm a big college football fan, and you know the key to a good college football coach is that at the end of a season, the NCAA writes a new rule because of what you were doing.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the recruitment rules of like the most recent before we entered the NIL stage, because that messed everything up. But a lot of recruiting loopholes, Chip Kelly found those and was exploiting the shit out of them to get people to go to Oregon.
Jolly,
And
watch this
they wrote the new
introduction. Watch this guy, Finn Balor.
Oh, Demon, here we go.
Oh yeah, this is sick.
I was showing my wife the entrance and then how long the ramp for WrestleMania is, and I'm like, can you imagine his ass crawling all the way down this fucking ramp? It's gonna be like crawling for a quarter mile.
I don't understand why he doesn't do this character more often.
I saw a podcast about it, and it's WWE, it's not him. WWE kind of ruled that there has to be a reason for the demon to show up, or like something that brings it out of him, as opposed to like when he originally started doing it in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was just basically any big event the demon came out, because it was him putting on his war paint in his eyes. But the WWE was like, nope, you only, you know, certain times under certain situations do we want you doing this. So it came across a lot like why Adam Copeland went to AEW was because WWE wanted to limit the amounts of dates that he worked as Edge, because they wanted it to be a big deal whenever Edge showed up. And it's like, but I just want to wrestle. I just want to do my thing. But yeah, I love Finn Balor and the Demon.
Yeah, it's such a cool concept, and I do like that factor of, you know, every time you go to the ring, you know, you can, you don't have to go with the same thing all the time. Like that's kind of how I kind of am setting up this studio, is kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because I only have to show this amount behind me. So why not have like a few different backgrounds, and then just depending on like my mood and stuff like that, or the time that I'm doing the show, I just can move my camera over and have just something behind me that, so every time people come on my show, it's just kind of not the same thing all the time, you know?
Well, Beast, what are your thoughts of like a green screen?
Yeah, I used to use one back in the day when I was in college, but I haven't used one since. So I would be up to it. I think it's something that I should definitely use, but for the most part, I'd really like to just use the stuff around me more than using AI, just because of the authenticity side of it. But it does definitely have its place in the world.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you you're not using a green screen right now, are you?
No.
Just the blur effect.
Yeah. Have you used one before?
No, but what's funny is OBS has like its own green screen effect, and you don't even need an actual green screen.
Yeah.
So that's normally what I use,
It's
and it's
iffy,
actually
though.
pretty darn good. But it's pretty darn good
Yeah.
for my setup. Like I don't know how, but it literally blends in so clean, like you can't even see
Yeah.
the borders.
Well, in all fairness, I haven't used straight OBS in probably 4 years at this point, 5 years.
I think
use
it's a
Streamlabs.
plugin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think OBS, it's either like a built-in or I think it might be a plugin. So I might have had to have downloaded it and plugged
Gotcha.
it into OBS. But yeah, I don't know how they did it. I mean, it works just as good as a green screen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Wait, what's the Google logo? Nice.
Scorpion, I'm wondering if I'm putting together a fundraiser in September. Like I did, my first show was a fundraiser. Every Labor Day weekend, I'm always going to do a 12 to 24-hour stream that will be a fundraiser for something different. And on that, I want to have like guests come up. And I'm like, if I was on Whatnot and I brought you up on my Whatnot show through that app, but it was just to have you like DJ like a 45-minute set. Is there any way in regards to the audio? And the audio doesn't have to be crystal clear, but I think it would be kind of cool to like have you jump on and basically just playing some jams in the background while the show's going on, type of a thing.
I'll do you one better. What if it's a pre-recorded 45-minute set? That way there's no audio connection.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I forgot they moved this to a street fight. I was like,
Meaning
what the
it's a
hell?
45-minute, like...
interesting.
Like, if you're on OBS on your PC, right?
No,
You're
I'm on
a
my
PC?
phone. I've used OBS like 3 or 4 times, and I haven't like started to use it. And like we were talking about, I want to get a camera first, but I have an idea on the process. I just haven't finished it.
Yeah, I would say OBS is like the next level for higher production value. Just because you can do more things, right? You can put the rolling banner. If you've ever seen those rolling banners, you can do that in OBS.
Yeah.
You can, you know the VFriend streams where they cut to a video clip and it just automatically goes, and the sound is connected and everything, and it looks great.
Yeah.
That's OBS as well.
OBS,
So
Cutting in a scene. Yeah.
So if Jolly was using OBS right now, would he still need to use Riverside?
depends what he's trying to do, but yeah, like Jolly could go live right now and whatnot with OBS, and Riverside is also open, and then he can just grab all of us and throw us into whatnot through Riverside.
With OBS, you could really do either. You could
Yeah.
either set up a like essentially a third party stream within your stream, so that way then the person joins in and they have it within that, or you can send your OBS stream to Riverside, so that way it's like your box is broadcasting whatever's in OBS, and then you could have the other people just like what we're doing.
Yeah, like when me
So-
and Orion, when we do Rocket League streams, basically I just have him join a Discord channel, and then I feed the audio from Discord to whatnot.
Yep.
So
And
And
that's
that's
a way
all
to
through
have a
OBS.
guest camera.
yeah, oh, 100%. And he could actually even turn, if he wanted to turn on his Discord camera, I could then feed that video call into Whatnot as well and just throw it in the corner somewhere. So that would be pretty cool because it would have two people, you know, two people's faces and then the gameplay at the same time, so you can kind of see everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Basically,
OBS
all
is
roads
very-
lead back to OBS.
Yeah, OBS is a very large program with what you can do with it. I think I've only scratched the surface still.
Oh yeah, you can go on YouTube and type in OBS tricks you didn't know, and there'll be guys showing you how to do all these crazy stuff. Did we lose
Oops, we lost the feed.
The feed?
Yeah, Brett,
Yep.
I think you timed out.
that's so strange.
Because he's watching it. I think he's setting up his tablet to watch the screen, and it probably times out after so long of just sitting there,
Yeah,
and that's why it disconnects. So
just goes to sleep.
it looks like it's probably like a 30-minute timer, probably.
Probably. Yeah, right.
I think you can go into the settings and change it where like it can be inactive for ever and still run. Could be wrong though.
Choppa, are you into the Brilliant Barb?
No, not so much.
No, not really.
No. Yeah, Candid Clownfish is just because that's what Gary gifted me my Series 2 of.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's cool.
because I viewed it as like, so he, after the second VCon, he put out a tweet that was like, hey, if you were at VCon and still don't have a VF2, like, retweet your wallet address kind of deal. And I had gotten
Yeah.
home from work, and the post was like 10 hours old at that point. And I was like, fuck it. Like, I probably missed this, but screw it. And I just did it anyway. And within 2 minutes, my phone went off when it was a retweet from him being like, check your wallet. And I was like, all right, that's not coincidental. That's he's looking for certain people to gift these to if they pop up. And so I took it as,
That's cool.
this is my character now.
There you go.
And he's dope. But yeah, then that played to my benefit when we negotiated for the Patient Panda. It was basically like, I don't think because I had tweeted out a picture of a Gratitude Gorilla spec and was like, hey, should this be what I asked for this? And so Rips, who followed me at the time, messaged me and was like, hey, I don't think I can pull that one off for you, but if it's from Gary's vault and is a go, would you be interested? And my response back was, that's all I'm looking for. And if it happens to be the Candid Clownfish, because that's the S2 he gifted me, that would be amazing, kind of deal. And so then they came back and were like, hey, how about the one rare go of the Candid Clownfish? Would that work? And I'm like, fuck yeah. So.
And you were trading
So
what?
I got him. Oh, I got the gold Patient Panda, the
were you
TCG
trading?
card. Yeah, we traded for that.
Oh, the
So like
Series
the
2?
one that you see on stream that
oh.
he has occasionally,
The one of
that,
one.
like he'll just put up.
Yeah.
The 101, the 8.5 graded one that I pulled.
Oh, okay. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Super
Oh, dude,
cool.
I freaked the
up?
fuck out when it happened. My wife thought I was crazy.
You know what? We should now that you guys are in the text messaging of this, like, me and Jolly were just sitting around and we were like, we've got to do something, but like, we don't want it to be work. And we want people to be able to come and go as they please, but also don't worry about having to put things on social media and like promote it. Like, we're thinking about this being like almost like a speakeasy, and the only thing people have to do, if like they're like, oh, you're like, yeah, I was on this stream, blah blah, you know, the bees did it and stuff like that. Oh, why don't I know about it? And be like, basically all you have to
Sitting
do
on my
is just
stove.
DM me and ask me if you can be part of this when we do it, because I'm just going to text it out to the group text when we do it, and then people can jump in or jump out. But like, there's no agenda, and we can kind of do whatever we want. Like last night, I started reading some trivia questions to people, and so if there's anything you guys want to do, just do it. Don't even ask me. Just be like, oh, or if you got something to show. The other thing, when you guys were talking, if you've got like a card or something of VFriends that you're not in love with and you'd like to trade it, like bring it up in this, because I think if we know there's some things that we're sitting on that you would want to move to get something that you'd really want to keep more. Like a lot of us all talk to different people in the community, and we'll remember, we'll be like, oh, that's right, you know what Scorpion was looking for at some point, if you could get a good price, like an epic You're Gonna Die fly, that type of thing. So one of the cards that I have that I'm interested in trading is I've got one of those VFriends, the Planet Rainbow cards, and like I've got two of them, and so I'm just letting you guys know if it's something that you want, and I don't need to move it quick, or if you hear somebody that's looking for it, because
What
I
is a
have
planet
two.
rainbow?
What's that?
What is a planet rainbow?
Dude, I can't believe they had Finn win that.
So when
That's
they
dope.
had the first year of the TCG National Championship, they made 55 of this particular card, and they
I
had
see it
it.
now.
Yeah, I'll show it to you right here.
Whoa, that's actually an insane card. Is it playable in TCG?
No, I don't. I think it's a non-playable.
Well, right now it's a non-playable, but there is some games. There's some rules on the bottom, and it says like you can use this card once a
Yeah.
game, and it like doubles the points or gives you 1 point
Of each.
behind.
It's basically
Yeah.
like you hitting your sprint score and winning. That's interesting.
Is Rance in
That's
here?
neat.
Yeah, she
It's
was.
neat,
She
cool.
was.
Yeah, she just bounced.
Oh, she's got two girls, and she's always in and out, anyways.
What I was gonna say, Bees, going back to your talking point, because it was a very good point that you brought up. I feel like the community is too fragmented right now. Like there's too many little pockets, and there's not like a central hub. The only central hub that I can think of would be the VFriends Discord, but the problem with that is it's heavily moderated and it's not meant for a speakeasy like this. So
Yeah.
what we went ahead and did was we created the VFriends Hangout. It's called VF Hangout on Discord. I'll shoot the link so you guys can jump in. But what's cool about that is the servers are up 24/7. So if you want to jump in, like how we're in here today, you can do that 24/7 um, at around the world. So it's not like you have to plan it. It's more as like you see people in there, you jump in, and I think once we have enough people, it'll just always be going. There'll always be talks happening and stuff.
When did this group like start,
It's like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago.
and who's running it?
We haven't been pushing it too hard, but we do go in there from time to time and hang out. So I'm gonna shoot you guys the invite so we can start getting going.
I don't even think you should. I think you should just let it organically grow, like you're doing. I think you'll be able to like kind of make your own vibe by doing it that way, and like anybody can come in, but like I just know if a lot of us lived closer together, we would make arrangements for a bunch of us like I would probably have had all of you guys over at my place, to watch this. But what's kind of nice is being able to hang out with some people, a little bit more than we do in person. And it's just kind of like laid back. You know what I mean? Like if you've got something for a project that you're working on for social media, and you're not paying attention to the chat, just by all
Yeah.
means,
Like I'm doing.
yeah, pretty much. I just want it to be like just a cooler place. But yeah, I'll jump in there and shoot me a text, or if you want, you can always just throw it in that VF think tank if you're on there. And I'm just trying to get more of us to spend more time together, because what I'm learning is, we've all got different things going on in our lives. But there's been a couple of times that we've done this, that like one or two people have kind of, I don't know, been in their own head and had a couple of rough days. And every time we do this, everybody just walks away like with their tank back on full. And, you just feel good, and you're like, man, this is great. I really enjoyed, so we're just going to do it whenever. And yeah, I definitely will check out the Discord. I like that idea of something 24/7. Like I loved when what's his name that lives out in LA. Remember he was doing the space 24 hours a day.
Vanilla
Yeah,
Bart?
yeah, the Twitter Spaces.
Was
Yeah.
it Vanilla Bart or whatever? Riley?
That was great, but I don't even know why they didn't find a way to keep that going,
Because
because
it hit the capacity. Like X shut it down. It went for too long.
Yeah, and that's what's funny about Discord is like there is no capacities. You can also play games inside of the application, so um, basically you don't have to download anything. If you're already in the Discord app, we could start playing poker. I would just basically click a button, and you guys would all get your hands and little buttons, and you could play poker, you could play mini golf, you could play Pictionary,
no,
anything. Yeah, super cool.
And so how would I show like the WrestleMania?
You can share your screen. You can also turn on your cam at the same time. So you can share your screen and have your camera going.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because this is coming from my iPad right now, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I've got some technology, and it's not ideal, but it works.
Discord is the top right now for gamers. It's the top for music producers, creatives, game developers, web developers. I mean, we're even seeing companies jump over to it instead of using Microsoft Teams or Slack or different stuff like that, just because there's so much built in to it, and it's completely free. So it's just like, it's one of the easiest things to get behind.
Yeah, the other thing too, why we decided to do this is because Jolly's been, digging in deeper on podcasts, and also like editing. And Riverside like makes all these clips at different seconds. And so what we do is like we get the clips, Jolly goes through them and then picks the best, puts them on, and tags everybody. So what's great is that like while we're hanging out, you guys are going to see like some content of a little bit of a story that we talked about. And then you can take that content and use it for your own personal brands, which again, this game is all about energy. And it's so anytime you can kill a few birds with one stone, mental health, having a good time, being creative, it's like that's what we're learning. It's just an energy thing.
Yep. And then you become one of those influencers that just basically your whole business is your lifestyle. and basically you just make money just by living. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy just to like wake up and just make money by doing your normal stuff? And taking
I mean,
a
that's what
walk,
Gary does.
taking a walk, eating
Yeah.
lunch.
But
You know,
like, I wouldn't want to be where Gary's at, because one of the things that's tough for Gary is that he doesn't get more time with the community in situations like this. And when he can, like, even when you go and see him in person at an event and he gets like 30 or 40 seconds, like, you can tell that that 30 or 40 seconds is as important to him to like kind of humble him and just bring him back to the core than, when the cameras are on and it's like go time. And I think I can speak for all of us, but any of us right now, we're the same person when the cameras are recorded than when they're not recorded. Yeah, sometimes does the bees go into bees just like, Gary V goes into Gary V, of course. But it's like Choppa with what Choppa does with his wolf pack. You know what I mean? That's his like alter ego, which I think we all have, and I don't think we're bound to just like having like a personality. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You just have to be authentic about it, from the beginning, type of a thing.
Oh, 100%. I think I've been wanting to build an alter ego type of brand for music per se
Yes.
that doesn't, kind of constrict me. I think the way I've been moving and shaking hands for the past 5, 6 years is just really buttoned up. I'm very professional. I'm very like I put a good face forward, but I think that limits me from like being able to kind of dive into a different area, you know,
The
maybe
the the, the purple, the purple area, the gray.
yeah, like the not so safe for work, but still not like trying to worship demons or anything, right? Like just trying to deviate a little bit from where I've been headed because I'm very buttoned up, and although I might dress casual, I do come in like I'm wearing a suit.
Hey, you never know. In 5 years, we all could be, worshiping demons with the way this world's going.
oh, we're already not. I thought everybody was already doing that.
No, that's what Kalski
Long,
wants you to believe.
You're ahead of the curve. You're an early adopter.
yeah,
But I think you know what I'm saying, right? Like just creating an alter ego where you don't really have those, you're not confined to that box that you put yourself in.
yeah. I mean, I don't. We don't get to talk a lot, Scorpion. But the one thing I do know is that you have been doing a lot of self reflecting, and you're trying to get yourself to a point to be the best version of yourself. But just remember, the person that you were before you started digging in, that person is still part of you. And you know don't lose that person completely, because it's a part of you. That's why I freaking love Kowalski so much, is because you can go on so many different levels with him, and it's you know he, he's not trying hard, if that makes sense.
Right, because I think it's too hard to try to be something you're not. It's
Yeah,
that's one of the most difficult things to do is be something you're not.
I know. You
So
have to
it's
find, like, is there like a different genre of music that you've always liked, but you never kind of like got involved with those shows in that community? Because like, I could see you go into something a little bit like futuristic, but then I can see you go something like goth, or
Metallica.
yeah, you know what I mean, and have like a little bit of gore. And what's great about that it weeds out all the people that you don't want to put any energy into, because if they're judging you over your alter ego, then you don't want to really talk to them anyways, because me being in social media, all of us, when we see people on social media, we kind of have a really better feeling that, like, yeah, this person is putting on a show at the moment, and then people are like, oh, that's how Landon is, and the brothers and stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, if you hung out with them, like, they're not going to be like that all the time, like, not even remotely. You know what I mean? They're hard working people that found this little personality that people love, and it aggravates the shit out of them. So, we know we get more better publicity from haters than we do our friends and family. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
A hater will go out of their way after a stream to reach out to their friends and talk to you. And by doing so, they are giving you energy and advertising. Whereas is that if you just, played it cool, and, you didn't take any risks and didn't give people some things to want to go and tell somebody else, it just happens, and people forget about it, and they don't go out of their way to talk about it. So it's it's it, it's an interesting journey, and there's so much psychology behind it, which I love. I love psychology, and I loved in high school we got to take sociology. One of the best projects I ever got to do in high school, sociology. The first day, the teacher said, we're going to watch the movie The Breakfast Club. Have you guys all seen The Breakfast Club? So it was, watch it in class. It'll take us 2 days. And then you're going to write a half a page about each of the personalities of the kids that were in detention. And then write a paragraph and say, compare yourself to one of their personalities to who you are. And I was like, that was the best freaking project to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Authenticity is going to be so huge. Like, it's going to be so huge. It's going to be huge in 5 years, and in 10 years. Um, and you're going to see a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of people. They're going to, like, live these lives, like, changing nothing up. Like, my parents, they're awesome, but they spend 4 or 5 hours a day retired watching CNN, and I tell them, I'm like, and they get all fired up, and I go, do you know you're wasting your energy right now? Like, it has nothing to do whether it's like, if it's fake media or real media. Like, I'm just saying to you, like, this is going to put you in a mood. You are giving this network your energy, right? You're making a choice here, and this is something that upsets you. You have to like, take your energy and put it into something that brings your energy up, and they can't wrap their heads around it.
Well, the way I frame it is, what are you getting out of this?
Maybe later.
You know, that's the way I look at it. It's like, whatever you're putting energy into something. Now, what are you getting out of it? If I was to go play the drums right now, I'm putting energy into playing the drums. What am I getting out? I'm getting joy, fulfillment. I'm getting progress in my skills. So that's the way I like to frame it. Is look at what are you getting out of this thing that you're putting so much energy. You're spending a lot of time thinking about it.
Ladies
Illuminating.
sliding into my DMs.
You know.
y'all-
Well,
y'all
also I
get-
think about that too, right? Like when I take out a
Yeah.
girl, when I take
Are
out a
y'all get-
girl on a date, I'm like, what
Are
am I
y'all
getting
getting
out of this?
y'all are getting girls in your DMs?
No, I have to slide in. I'm the slider.
I think it's awesome. I mean, I'll put it this way, Scorpion, in 10 years, if nothing comes from any of these DMs that you send to people, take screenshots and then have like a segment where you just talk about 10 years ago, all these people's DMs that you slid into that they never got back in touch with you. People would love to listen to that content.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's cool. Like I think I get back what I put in. So from the amount of people that I've DM'd, just even like business relationships, friendships, reaching out to people, giving value. I've been, given value in the DMs for years, and some of that has come back to me. It's landed me jobs, gigs, projects. People will share your name around, and you will get business from it. It does take time, though, for sure.
Yeah.
How did you do with um you kind of gave me the idea more of putting other products in my whatnot store that weren't even hobby related, because at the end of the day, most people that are on whatnot aren't going to be in your show, but they might use the search bar. So every
They
time
do.
I go shopping now, I'm at like a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods, and they've got like a box of something and it's like 50% off. I'm always like, maybe I should just buy this and try and make a couple dollars off of it, like not worry about so much of the profit margin, like just worry about not losing money and just continuing to make transactions.
Yeah, the TJ Maxx is a good play. I will take it a step further and say garage sales are probably the best all-time arbitrage. But then also, like, if you can go to a Goodwill bin center, that's basically the last stop for all Goodwill items. They'll throw it in a bin, and you don't pay by the item, you pay by weight. That's a good one too. Check this out. I got this Tommy Bahama watch. It's vintage. Can't really see it. I got this at a garage sale for $1. Now
What's it-
retail over $100, easy. So the way in my mind, I have it on eBay. I just lowered the price down to 59, I think, and I'm gonna keep lowering it till maybe 30. But if nobody wants it, I still got a nice watch for myself for $1. So that's the way I kind of think about it.
But
And you're learning about the market.
eventually, when you set a high price and you just keep lowering it, at some point someone's going to snag it. It may be $20, but then at that point you made $19. So
Yeah, well, I looked up the recent sales, the comps on this watch in particular, and in the past 2 months, there was some that had sold for like 85. But
so-
mine, for whatever reason, has no bites on it, you know?
But I've noticed that with my eBay, there's been things I've let kind of sit for a while at a certain price and didn't lower it. Like I lowered it a couple times, and then I just like let it sit there and marinate. And I've
Mhm.
sold some things recently that been sitting there for months. So,
Yeah.
maybe lower it down to a certain to maybe $40 and let it sit for like a couple weeks, maybe a month
Right.
at $40.
Right.
Because someone could be maybe watching it keep going lower and trying to like time it right for when you lower it to lowest, and then they'll snatch it. So if someone's watching it, they may see it holding strong at $40 at that point, and if they really want it, they're gonna be like, they may buy it for 40, or they may shoot you an offer for 30, and then you can just accept it, and boom, that's $29 profit right there.
And you can see the watchers, right? You can
Yeah,
see
you can
how many
see-
people.
Yeah, you'll see that people are watching it, and especially because I've done that too, where I've set cards and stuff for a high price, and I just kind of lowered it until like I started seeing more bites on it, and then I kind of or start seeing more views and watching on it, and then I kind of left it at that price.
It has 3 watchers right now. It's at 59.
Yeah, so You know, you could let it stay at that price for another 3-4 days, and then maybe
Yeah.
drop it. You know, maybe middle of the week coming up if it doesn't sell. But you know, the fact you got 3 watchers, somebody's interested in it. They're just waiting on the right price.
Oh, 100%.
So,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
I think going back to what Bees was saying, like garage sales are the best for arbitrage, but you have to do a lot of them. Like on one Saturday, I think I hit like 15 garage sales, maybe like
yeah,
20.
you definitely have to like map it out for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
like Gary always says, you kind of got to do your research during the week and know what items you're kind of going after. It is a lot of understanding like different items that maybe
Yep.
like I think I saw a video today that was of Gary. It was trash talk on TikTok. And he went into a house and basically everything was Christmas items. And he was getting mad at
Mm.
himself. He was like, "Man, I gotta learn Christmas. I gotta learn Christmas." So Christmas apparently is something he hadn't learned, so he didn't know what he was getting frustrated because he was like in a house full of Christmas stuff and he didn't know what was what. So I'm sure at that point he probably went and learned Christmas items from that point forward. But it's
And
just
and
stuff.
now you do the Google search, the reverse image search. You take a picture of an item, and
Mhm.
it'll find it for you and tell you what brand it is, where it's sold. I mean, it that works.
Oh no, that's how I list on eBay. I'll take a picture of my because I have a Google Pixel, and I'll take a pictures of all the things I want to list, and then I basically go to the picture and Google search it, and it brings it up where it's been sold, and then that's how I kind of find the listing that I can just mimic, and it saves me time because I just go to eBay because I can click on an actual eBay listing. It'll take me there, and it'll be like list item like this, and you just click yeah, and then boom,
Boom, there you go.
it kind of has most of your settings and features set up, and it's just, I mean, I could probably list one item minute, 15 seconds, most likely, maybe two in a minute or something, depending on how quick it finds it.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Chopper, what have you been using now that Sora is kind of being held up?
I'm still using Sora. As long as you have an account, it's still up and running. I think it's fall when they're going to shut everything down for current accounts.
It was
So-
April 28th last I checked.
Oh, really?
It always
So-
tells me that I can't do it until a certain date. Then I go on there, but maybe I'm not. I mean, I have an account, but do you pay?
So I pay for ChatGPT, which owns Sora. So I think that might be a factor too.
Okay.
See, I haven't checked mine in a while, but I do pay for ChatGPT, so maybe I should check because when I heard that they were kind of stopping, I kind of just stopped going over there.
Yeah,
So
the
maybe
next
I
one
need-
I'm going to try to dive more into is Google's one, the like Nana Banana or whatever it's called. That looks like the next best option, but it's not
Oh,
as
yeah.
realistic. It's more like generated characters.
I'm forgetting what the other ones are called. Seedance, I think, is one.
No, I don't know. I haven't heard of that one.
You got to do some research, Choppa, because Sora is like doo-doo compared to some of these other tools that I've been seeing.
Huh?
It-
Yeah, I'll look into it more.
Yeah, it might take a little bit more prompting, a little bit more. Like, there was one I saw that you have to feed it multiple images. So the example was a girl on a tennis court. Basically, they took 6 photos of her doing different poses and then fed it to the whatever automation they had going. And it literally was a commercial of her playing tennis. And it looked insane. Like,
Nice.
Like,
It
so I
was
guess
crazy.
Bees, we lost the feed. Yeah, so part of like, so here's been my trick. I use AI to talk to AI, as I call it. So all of like, you can kind of tell in my videos, there was like the very beginning, they were pretty rough, and that's when I was just kind of figuring Sora out myself. And then you'll notice that as of a certain point, it got a very similar look and feel. It had a very similar just everything. And that was because I was talking to ChatGPT and being like, hey, here's my idea. This is kind of the theme of the video. These are the points that I want to hit on. And then it would create the Sora prompt for me based on prior videos. And then I'd just copy and paste the
Oh, you
Sora.
would get ChatGPT to create your prompt to go into Sora to be more exact.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it knows, it's within its programming knows what Sora is looking for, the keywords, all of that. And so you just copy and paste it, and then if you don't get the result you're looking for, you just pop back in the Chat GPT and are like, hey, so the glasses are off and it cut off the beginning part of the script. Okay, we need to phrase it this way, we need the cut here and there, and then it will give you a new prompt, and you put it in, and just trial by and error, you get a good result after probably about 3 tries at worst.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah,
never
so yeah,
tried.
just
I never
use
went
AI
that-
to talk to
I never went
AI.
that route with it.
The other one, like the music that I've been doing, like the diss tracks and all of that, same thing. As I just tell ChatGPT, hey, here's our opponent this upcoming week. Here's their players' names. Here's something about each one of them. Here's what I want to cover. And they're like, okay, I'll create a song for you. And they create all the lyrics and the prompt to put in for the style of music. And then you
Okay.
get a really good output out of it.
Cool.
Hey, just wanted to throw this out there. This is something that I've been doing. So I've ditched ChatGPT entirely. I am 100% dedicated to Grok and Claude. So those are the two main tools that I use. And I guess I don't really have any evidence for ditching chat, but it was just more of like an intuition, like Grok was doing things 100 times better. And
See, I
so-
use Grok more like personally for personal life and just using AI. The reason why I did ChatGPT for Sora is that ChatGPT owns Sora. And so I was like, I figure their own tool will be able to communicate with the other tool better, kind of deal.
Yeah, that's a good theory. Yeah, I've just dissed I've dumped chat, and then also a lot of like the AI experts, if you will, all of them have ditched chat, like they don't even touch it anymore. And I think yeah, ChatGPT is definitely going downhill at this point.
And
Everyone jumped ship.
what's the reasoning behind it? I mean, I know that it's probably others are better, but like,
They've proven too much
Perception.
delusion. Too much delusion. It loses context, and it's just wildly inaccurate compared to the other tools.
okay,
That's basically what it is. Like, I don't want to have to fact check too much on the. I don't want to have to, like, you know what I mean? If I'm on autopilot and I have this thing going, this train is going along, I don't want to
Yeah.
have to look and make sure that everything's right. With
Yeah.
Grok, I just had that peace of mind of like, oh, it scoured 50 pages. And then also with Grok, now you can do 4 agents talking to each other. So you have 4 instances of Grok. They all search 50 pages each. Now they talk to each other and come up with a consensus. It's not just one agent. It's like now you have 4 brains, and they all come up with one answer, and it's
yeah, I haven't
pretty
used
crazy.
Grok. I haven't used Grok.
The new one I've been diving into is Galaxy AI. Have you seen that one?
No, who made that one?
I think that's just their name is Galaxy, but it's more what it does is it uses all the other tools to be able to get results. So it's
Yes.
basically like you put it in and it will
Yeah.
use Grok, it will use ChatGPT, it will use all these other ones, and then give you the results based on each one. So you can kind of use
Interesting.
it from there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What's that under my Google?
I'm also kind of like a tried and true guy. Like if the majority of the top DJs are using this equipment, then I'll probably use it too.
Well, I mean that makes sense, right? if the top
Yeah,
one,
it's-
that's where you probably need to be.
Yeah, that's probably what the ones that you got to do. So I've been watching these AI.
So this is it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Seed Dream. Yeah, look up Seedance. Look up Seedance and see if you can Did you find anything on that?
How do I spell it?
Seed, and then ants. So seed dance.
Hey Brett, we lost the feed.
Yeah, get the feedback. Oh, is it through OpenArt or no? Okay, here it is.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay.
I've just
So
heard about it.
for-
I've never used it. It kind of reminds me of Sora a little bit, but more
yeah,
refined.
this looks like. What's its pricing though?
You know, Sedans 2 was the one that came up with that viral Brad Pitt versus Tom Cruise clip. You remember that one when that one came out?
Oh, Little Danhausen's. I love Danhausen. Anyway.
I love Danhausen. I've been following him for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, easily. Here, hold on. I'll be right back.
Jolly, you doing a bunch of art stuff these days?
Uh, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things.
Bobbyhausen.
I haven't really done a lot, but I'm trying to, cause I'm on that raid train. Like I think is it next weekend or the weekend after? I can't remember.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of want to have some things to kind of throw up for auctions because I had some drawings that I did prior that was kind of just sitting around, and I threw some little drawings up there, and they sold pretty well. So I was like, oh, well, I need to get some more drawings together because, like, I mean, they were selling for pretty good price. I do have a bunch of sketch cards that I've been working on. Like, I've been working on a few things that I'm probably gonna start putting out there too. So I don't know. This is something I'm trying, get back into doing something.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's a big market for it. Like I've been getting into posters lately.
Yeah.
I want to figure out like how to get cool posters for a good price because a lot of the art that I like, it's like $50 and up, and that's just for a little poster, you know.
Like, what do you mean cool posters? You're just trying to find like different artists and stuff, and
Yeah, there was a website that I was on, and they just had a ton of cool stuff. But, um, yeah, I need to either start making them myself or figure out like where who's the plug, right?
yeah,
Who's the poster plug? Yeah.
When I used to work at a print shop, and I used to be like the poster guy back in the day. I used to find
Oh,
a
that's
bunch,
awesome.
I used to find a bunch of images and stuff, and like create these like I would go find like concert posters that like people would make that where you couldn't really sell online, like they were just like individually made, and then I would take them and make copies of it.
There you go.
I never sold it. I was just making it for myself to hang in my
Yeah.
house.
Chopper, I'm gonna grab my mask. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh,
You got a Danhausen?
You done started something, Chopper.
There we go. I'm definitely buying. AEW just announced that they have an NFL partnership for Lucha Libre masks for each of the NFL teams.
Yeah.
Totally getting a Packer Lucha Libre mask this year.
I wonder how that would look.
They're pretty cool looking. Here, let me.
Ah, okay.
Man, that just feels like it would be just constricting with my beard.
No, it definitely would be.
I'm still in. Yeah. I mean, I wish the Green Bay Packer one had like the base color of green as opposed to base color of yellow, but whatever. You know, way more cost affordable than the WWE Championship belts of each team.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, those are what, like $500 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laughing. I went up to Seattle for the first Wrestle Dream, and was like in line bullshitting with this guy about like the ridiculous amount of money that buying one of those belts is. And like, you know, like that's rent for a month kind of deal and shit like that. And then I get through and I look back and he's buying one of the belts. Like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, yeah, I felt like doing it.
He's like, yeah,
It was like $800 or some shit for their replica of their heavyweight championship.
It's ridiculous. At that point, just make your own and then sell it.
Yeah, something.
Oh, I remember
It was
lightsabers
cool. I got a
was like a
photo
big
with-
deal.
Had a photo with it.
You remember the lightsaber hype? Like, it's kind of over a little bit, but back then, if you made like really cool lightsaber replicas, you could make a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's an entire store out here in Portland that still does it.
Well, now it's like a lot bigger, more saturated, but I remember like back then when they were just starting to come out.
So, Chopper, you're in Portland? Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Have you heard of this hat company before? Finlay?
Finlay?
They're out of Portland, Oregon. Yeah, they're out of Portland, Oregon.
Oh, it's the Hulkster?
Yeah, they're out of... Let me see where they're at.
They have a shop, but it's not like a... They have a retail shop, but it's not like something you really can go in. You have to make an appointment type deal.
Choppa didn't even see that.
What?
The bees.
Oh, no, I didn't see him.
There he is.
Hulk Hogan. Love it. Hate him, but love it.
Bees, give us your best.
Yeah,
Hogan
they're right
impressions.
on the other side of the river.
Yeah,
I can
I've been buying hats from them for like almost 6 years now, dude. They got some good hats.
I can do a better Macho Man than a Hulk Hogan.
All right, do Macho Man dressed up as Hulk Hogan.
All
Oh,
right,
now I'm
ready?
curious. 1 second.
Ooh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good.
I like it.
I know, Jolly loves it too. He's like, clip, clip, clip.
That hurt my throat just thinking about it.
It actually, the way that I do it, it actually makes my throat feel better, which is
Oh,
strange.
so
That's crazy.
Oh,
they're kind of like the Breitbart hats, just the flap is on the inside of the hat instead of outside of the hat.
Soul popped in and then she left. I don't know where she went.
It's probably a technical issue.
But I just got a message that I'm working from home tomorrow, so that pans out.
It's a technical issue, Scorpion? You saying that because she's a woman? What?
Maybe she
You
saw
said
bees dressed up like Hulk Hogan and she flipped out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I put a few dollars on it. Oh
that's
man,
cool.
I do not want to see Roman Reigns win this match. I am telling you right now.
Yeah, but for some reason I think he is.
Oh, well, that's the thing is that there's probably a lot more people that are thinking the way I'm thinking, but like, how do you get a bigger pop? And you want people that don't watch wrestling that much just to get involved and put energy into, trolling and
Yeah,
all
but my
that stuff.
thing, they have enough foresight that they don't always give the audience what they want. And I think it makes a bigger statement if they have Roman Reigns win and kind of the shock of that to then have a longer term storyline, or you can free up CM Punk to have a storyline with Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton at this point. So I don't know if
What?
you've seen the video, the photos of Cody Rhodes today, but he broke his eye socket.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Hold on, let me.
How do you break an eye socket? Like the bone?
They brought back the punt and God, what's his name? Randy Orton brought back the punt that they had banned forever ago, and apparently
No,
clocked
sir.
him just wrong, and like it's a legit injury.
Oh, Jesus. And like Randy and him are like really good friends.
Yeah, are like actual friends in real life, but yeah, no, it like you see him in ring with it,
Oh,
and it's just like swollen shut and shit. Like, yeah, there we go. I found a good photo of it.
well, if you take it as a compliment, like, you know,
Look at that.
Cody Rhodes has taken the hard road to get to where he is, even with his father, who he is. He's not in his father's shadow anymore.
Oh no.
No, and he's put in so much work, and so now the universe has your best bud at WrestleMania do this thing to your eye, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna be laid up for a long time, and I have to wake up in the morning and figure out one thing I'm grateful for, because that's the only thing that's gonna get me through this. Because, you know, we all have those moments, and we've decided to put more energy into, you know, jumping off the cliff and making more problems than just being like, okay, that happened. That's tough. I hate it when athletes get hurt, man. But they probably learn.
rumors are
They probably learn
6
more.
to 8 weeks.
They probably learn more being laid up and not playing and just really taking time for themselves and
Ooh,
being
here's another
present
one.
than if somebody didn't get, you know, a few good injuries to really come back. Therapy, like that mental gain that you get is huge. Holy cow.
Like that's him in the ring right after
That's
it happened.
devastating.
Like you can't fake that level of swelling right away.
Look at, he knew, and it actually looks like Rocky won, and that looked so fake.
Yeah. No, he's out for a bit, is the rumor.
Somebody said wasted.
Yep. Wasted. But yeah, he's it's, you know, nothing better too than that's the whole reason why they didn't allow him to use that move for what the past 6+ years is. Hey, the risk of you actually landing a kick on someone's face is way too high. And then they bring it back so that way, you know, it's like he's turning back to the old apex predator and going crazy, and does it one time and the worst case scenario happens, proving why they banned it in the first place. It's like, Jesus.
So Jolly, did you see Ciampa pull up a YouTube page?
I think.
Ciampa, do it again.
Wait, oh, pull up the page?
Oh yeah, or any page. I want Jolly to see what
Yeah,
you got to do.
I saw it pop up and share screen and all that.
Yeah, so is that through OBS?
No, I'm doing this through Riverside. So if you see down at the bottom of the screen, you got like your mic and camera. There's that share option, and then you just go to share screen, and it either gives you the option of a tab, a window, or the entire screen. And so I'm just doing Chrome tab and then picking the tab and sharing it.
Scorpion, are you interested? I think that this is the last match of the night. Are you interested
is.
in jumping over to the Discord after this, and we can kind of play around over there for like an hour?
Yeah, I'd be about it. Let me shoot the link. Yeah, let me shoot the link.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I'll grab it. I'm just gonna be watching basketball after this.
I actually, so
basketball.
Jolly is a huge NC fan, and I was like, if you could do this whole like VFriends social media thing like as like your full-time job, I go, I would tell you to every time that there's an NC State basketball game on,
Whoa.
you're always on Whatnot, and basically
Oh,
you're watching the game and you're
Not
selling.
NC State, different team.
no. We don't talk about NC State around here.
That was hilarious.
That'd be
Clip
like
it.
talking about Oregon State in my
Clip it.
house.
Clip it. Somebody clip,
Clip
it.
it.
Like, we hate NC State worse than we hate Duke.
Really?
How do you like that logo of like the
Hold on.
the toes, like the foot, the toes? What's up with that logo?
The Tar Heels back in the Civil War, that was people were walking and they got tar on their feet and they left the print.
That logo reminds me of like the life is good logo and like that vibe.
Dude, you should come down here and say that at a bar.
That's fine. I'll just go to the gym before I go into the bar.
That's like going in a bar down here and saying that Darren Hart sucks.
So Scorpion, are you going to National?
I don't think so.
Are you gonna? How about New York Comic Con?
It's not in the plans.
Is there like more of a possibility right now that you could last minute go to New York Comic Con if things lined up?
Not really. I mean, the next VCon, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of me.
Well, the thing is that
We're in a
I
row.
might need a DJ on Sunday night in Manhattan. So that's why I ask.
Which area? New York area?
I was thinking about doing it like not too far from Comic-Con, because what I'd really like to do is throw a party for like 3 hours right after Comic-Con ends on Sunday, and have it so that like people can kind of walk to it if they want.
Is this a VFriends party?
No, this is just a me party for community members, just to get together and have a good time. So I want it to be like, there could be like a little bit of dancing if it got to that, but I want it to be more just loungy and people getting together, sitting down and just telling funny stories, and everybody just kind of mingling and everybody just like really relax, just a cool little vibe.
Oh yeah.
Because my 50th birthday is on October 12th, which is Monday. So I was going to rent a house in North Conway, that's New Hampshire, that weekend, and I was going to send invitations out to like 20 people that I was going to pay for this big house, and I just want people to come and hang out for a couple days, and we'll probably do some meals in-house, and we'll make content and just have a really good time. But now it's like I can't like do what I want to do and then do it like the weekend after or the weekend before.
Wait,
To ask
you're talking
people
about
to
Comic-Con,
like
right?
go on another trip somewhere,
You're talking about New York Comic Con?
Yeah.
It might be in the cards. I mean, it's in October, right?
Right. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here too is, find more ways to kill more birds with one stone. So you're like, well, I'd like to go to New York Comic Con. I know that I could, do X, Y, and Z. But if you ended up having like a gig, then you're like, okay, maybe I'll put some more energy into thinking about this because there's more in it. You know what I mean? For yourself. And you have to make those decisions.
Right. Let me ponder on it because it's a ways away out.
Right. And think about it this way. Uh, the first day that Comic Con opens up on a Thursday, I could easily go to New York Comic Con for that weekend and just go to Comic Con on Thursday and not pay money for any other days, maybe Saturday or Sunday. But I could do one day, stay in New York, still be able to do things with people. But that first day, get to the V Friends booth, buy up a boatload of shit, and then go back to my hotel room and just
Do a
start
stream.
just do a stream on Whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yep. That'd be dope.
Yeah, when we went to National last year, their V Friends bought a second booth that was further down in the convention center, and a lot of us would hang out there. And I would say there was like at least two or three community members with their laptops selling product right at the booth after just like
Look at the
walking
little
5 minutes.
V friend.
What's that?
Look at the little V friend.
Yeah.
It's a V kid. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Chopper, have you done a Whatnot show yet?
Yeah, I did one.
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of inventory.
Yeah. I think you should try and find some ways to like keep that Wolfpack thing going, like relevant off of and I was like, well, if you did like a Whatnot show, or if you did something that you just call it like the Den,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, I think you should continue to in between seasons try and find ways to like, because I think it's good. I think it's really good. It's even better
Maybe
when you get to hang out with you in person and talk to you. Like you even enjoy it that much more, because you're like, this is awesome. Like he's taken this leap and it's a little bit of an artistic thing, I think, and then I dig it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thought came from Rob and I were both shitting around about it, and kind of the whole, he's like, I need storylines for this year. And I was like, we can give you storylines. Like, I can
Yeah.
fuck around because, we're all wrestling fans. We know we're watching a show, we're watching something that, these aren't how these people act normally. This isn't real. It is obviously the physical aspect, all of that, but like this is all scripted. This is behind the scenes. Most of them are all friends and all of that shit. And so I was like, why not just keep that mentality, but for this league where we can, like, you were one of the ones that I talked to. I had to calm it down for a couple weeks, but as long as both parties know what's going on, like,
Yeah.
whoa, it's not that he's actually calling me out. He's doing a theater thing. Then it just becomes fun for everyone.
Right. And that's
We
why I
can
think,
banter.
yeah, that's why I think I think it will help your brand if people, just get to see you once in a while when TVL isn't, because
Maybe even do like a podcast during the downtimes with like the different captains or players, stuff like that. Do
yeah,
like a deep dive on them.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that could be
me
pretty cool.
and me and you know, like I think next season when we know that we're going to be playing each other, like we'll reach out to each other and we'll be like, hopefully it will be like week 3 or 4, so that we can kind of talk, and I'll be like, dude, like let's put together a little bit of like a story, and we don't have to tell each other exactly what type of clip or what we're going to do, but like we'll just
Oh
kind
yeah.
of go back and forth and try and pick like some sort of a subject or an area that we would take it, because I think it's important uh, for us to keep those stories going even into other seasons. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
give
yeah.
people a recap on like what happened the last time we played, type of a thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing that's gonna grow this league if we want other people to be watching it is characters and storylines. Like
Hmm.
that's what people fall in love with. It's not like there's already enough interest around the game itself within the community. That's not what's preventing someone from tuning in or not. It's that they don't know who the hell we are and don't care. And so if you can make it so that way just by on an X feed or on Insta that you're all of a sudden getting to know a couple of the people and a couple of the characters, then you want to tune in just to see how they do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so
and again, you're killing, a bunch of birds with one stone, because you're enjoying your time. You're building something creative with a bunch of people that you don't really know, and you're having fun. Like you're having like
yeah, well, and
fun.
it's like if you guys were in like our group chat for the wolf pack, like it's motivating to them, like within the team, because they're like, all right, if we're talking this level of smack going into it, now we got to live up to this. Like one of the running jokes between all of us the entire season was don't make me figure out the good Sora prompts for when we lose. To be like, oh, we lost one kind of deal. Don't make me have to learn those. Like, let's just win everything, and then that makes my life easy. And so my team is like, all right, we'll go out, we'll win this one, and so it's just motivating for them behind the scenes, and it's fun, and it grows the league, and it's just ants with it. So that's why I
Me,
kept doing it. Was people were getting into it.
me and Jolly, at the national last year, we met Tim. Dad, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
We met him for the first time at national,
he's a
and
riot,
like,
dude.
oh man, he comes in, like a freaking Roman candle, but like, you can watch a lot of people like they don't know what to do. I actually love, like, instead of watching him, I like watching the people around him. But like, he's such a good dude.
He
Um,
is.
and I was like, if I didn't do what I did with my team, I was like gonna grab him, and I'm glad he's with you guys, because he loves this whole thing too.
Oh yeah, he fit right in. And dude, he made my life so easy. So initially it was gonna be him, Aaron, and Ron starting week one. And he had like a bit of a family emergency pop up like Monday, middle of the day, where I could still change our roster. And so he's like, I'll try to make it da da da. I'm like, no, dude, like you got to figure out your family shit. I'll just update. I'll start off for us. And then I won. And so then it becomes the awkward, like, hey, do I put him back in? Do I stay in? How do we go with this? And he was the one right away being like, I couldn't make it. You guys swept. Bench me. Like, I don't care as long as the team's winning. That's what I care about. And this is a winning combination, at least for now. And
Yeah,
then if somebody loses, we figure it out from there. And it's like, dude, you just made my life so much easier. Like, thank you. Like, I
yeah.
don't
I
didn't
mean,
want to make him
he
upset.
fought for this. He fought for this country too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a
Scorpion,
big
have you met Dad? That's not too bad.
Dad, that's not too bad. Is that his handle?
or
It's
not that
dad.
bad, but yeah,
Dad.
something like that.
It's dad and as dad. That's not that bad. Or
Tim.
something like that.
I don't think I met. No.
Oh, he. If we could get him and Kowalski to have a debate, like we would like blow up the internet.
He's a character. He's fun.
He is, and he loves himself, which is great. You know what I mean?
Kowalski is very much like a Alex Jones figure to me. It's just for the laughs, you know.
You know, this is why the world's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be part of this Be Friends thing, but we also have to be friendly and cordial with this gentleman named Kowalski for the rest of our lives as well. So,
Hey, I'll give him a massage if he asks me to.
oh man, he's he's just he's a legend. He is such a legend. It's so
Hey,
crazy. And I just
might
tell
I
him,
say,
I'm like, dude, I go, you just have to you just have to be yourself, and like somebody is recording.
I do have to give him props. Give him some flowers. When he showed up to the Texas meetup,
Yeah.
he was the only person that danced the entire time. And he brought this energy with him that was just incredible because, you know, it what from my thoughts, it seemed like a lot of people couldn't fully let loose at the meetup. I think there was a lot on the line with the tournament. I think there was a lot with just the overall energy, right? It was kind of like, what do we do, you know? I really
Chill.
wanted it. I really wanted it to be more of like a kickback, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Kowalski made it feel that way, and that was the highlight of my night on Saturday night.
I wish I
Was
was
him
there.
dancing.
I wish I was there because we totally would have got it got it going there. Especially if I was there and Kowalski shows up out of the blue, like I'm like, give me the microphone. We're doing this right now. I was like, just
Yeah.
keep on playing banger after banger.
You got to do a Beastie Boys karaoke, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when I started DJing when I was 14, I actually ended up like falling in love more with the promotions and MC of the events. And then I would have DJs that would just spin music. And it was good because they'd be sitting there looking at the crowd, and then I'd be able to turn to them and I'd be like, why don't you flow into this? Because you know how like when you're in the moment, you're like, your brain is like it thinks about these songs, and then you're not DJing and you're listening to a song and your brain goes, oh, I would love to go into this song. But like when you're on point and you're there, you forget about all the other songs that could probably, you know kill it. And you're like, why do I always forget, like when I'm like feeling this song that I know I have?
Yeah, DJing is such a fun time. Doing what you love is a fun time.
Yeah, it is. It's like anything else. We've DJ'd to two or three people before, and you know we've all dealt with the that drunk person that continues to make requests. But by the time I go over to them, they forget and they start singing me the song, and they're asking me, you know that song, and you're like, look, I have to get back up there because I have like a minute and a half. Like I can't help you with you humming me a song, telling me this is the one you want next.
Yeah,
Those
we've all had our
scenarios.
fair share.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you get to see everything. Like you just like you can look at like all the couples and the body language throughout the night, and I find that fascinating too.
Yeah, I got a text actually recently. Basically, this couple saying thank you. They were like, "Thank you for DJing our wedding." It was like 3 years ago. They were like, "We still talk about it to this day. That all our friends still say that, you know, you're one of the best DJs, and you've made our night super special." And you know, that stuff's cool, man. Just kind of like the admiration, or you know, people actually care. You
Yeah,
made an
I
impact,
mean,
you know.
I
Dude, our
write.
wedding was so crazy and fun that we have been at other people's weddings that were at our wedding, and they will actively bring up at their own wedding how fun our wedding was. It's
Wow.
like, what? Yeah,
Now,
dude, we
what do you
had a
credit that
party.
to? What do you credit to? Like, what was
So
your wedding like? Did you have band or DJ type of thing?
yeah, so we had a DJ, and it was more we focused on the party aspect of it because we had been together for so long by the time we got married that it was more kind of a formality in our eyes. And so we're like, let's get the ceremony out of the way as quickly as possible and get like the reception was at the same venue as the wedding. And so it was kind of like a get this done and over with as quick as possible to get everyone to the pre-drinks to the reception and just like focus on that side of
You
things.
just speed through the you speed
Oh
through the
yeah, I
vows.
I think our wedding was like 15 minutes total. It was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like he we got married by a friend who like not like got ordained online, one of those, but is an actual pastor that's friends with both of us. And he basically like got up, kind of said something personal about the two of us, read a poem, and then was like, "All right," and then did the vows like, "Do you kiss? All right, you're out of here, go." Like it was quick. But yeah, and then it made it a lot of people. We got married up on Mount Hood, and so a lot of people stayed the night up at the lodge, kind of deal. And the
Oh, that helps out. That helps out tremendously when like it's important. People put in a lot of work to go to a wedding, and like it's almost better like if everybody had to spend $75 extra so that like they can stay overnight. And you know, it's like especially your core group, like
yeah,
that's what was key in all of that probably.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
because
key
people
with
don't want to
it. It
drink.
was a small wedding too. We had, I think it was like 70 people total on the guest list. So yeah, and then like the lodge itself had like 3 bars within it. And so like after the reception, we like went to bar 1 and all partied there until they closed down, and then went to the next bar until they closed down and just kind of like moved within the lodge to whatever bar was open. And then once everything had closed, my best man had brought all the leftover booze from my bachelor party because they had just like loaded it up for this small bachelor party. So he brought it all with him, and we just like partied in his room until like 2 in the morning. Most of the people. So, oh, we got a
Look who it
Mister
is.
Mister up in
Yo,
here.
what's up?
What's up, Rob?
What's up, dude?
We just lost the stream too.
Oh,
How's
Did
it
I mess
going, Rob?
something up?
No,
no.
you didn't. It
it's-
just cuts out every like 30 minutes.
Gotta pull it back up.
Wait, which game are you watching?
This is a nice invite, guys. Where are we on the card? Or is it over?
Yeah, no,
No,
we got
he's-
the last match.
Yeah, the main event's up.
Roman.
Yep, Roman. And
Yeah.
Sam.
I was just finishing work. I'm at my bar.
Oh,
you go.
nice.
But we don't have the app thing here. I watched the first hour.
Oh, you got the Sabres game up. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
There you go.
Oh, speaking of which,
I'm gonna be so upset if Roman Reigns wins
Did,
this.
did Dirty Dom win?
no. Finn won.
Brock Lesnar retired.
I saw that. Yeah, the first hour they showed on regular ESPN.
I didn't know that. I would
So-
have tuned in.
Rob, do you play
So-
closing time every night?
No, well, not yes, but not you know.
That's what I would do at a bar. I would just play closing time every night.
Guys,
What's up?
my girlfriend said I
What's up,
can
man?
walk into class for the rest of the year.
You could skip class?
No, my girlfriend said I can walk her to class for the rest of the year.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
He's been
move.
he's been trying to like get up the nerve to walk her to class all year long, and I guess he just finally asked her if he could. And so that's what he came
Hey, I
around.
would take that with a grain of salt, because one day she might decide she don't want you to walk her to class anymore.
And I said, I just want more time to see her.
He's
how
a
long ago did this match start?
He asked me if I wanted
Oh,
Probably
only
like
5
10 minutes ago.
5 minutes.
So it'll be a 25-minute match, right?
to email him.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night's main event, I want to say, went 22 minutes or something like that.
If I could change her class.
I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter that they were complaining that all the matches were short. It's like an
Yeah,
hour 20 of
like-
match time versus
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
88 minutes of match time for a 3-hour show. Because
crazy.
other than the main event, like the longest one went was like 10 minutes. All the rest were like 6 minutes,
Crazy.
7 minutes.
Yeah, and the intros to like the dead air in between, like the amount of time in between the matches with the introductions, you're like, these people have been sitting here for like 22 minutes
Right.
in between fight to fight.
Well,
Which,
they're in line.
if I was at WrestleMania, I wouldn't really care too much because I would want to take it in and let it like. But
I
when,
will
when you're
say-
sitting there watching it, you're like,
That would almost be nice because, like, I went to Wrestle Dream, and so no commercial breaks, nothing like that, because it's a pay-per-view. And AEW was so match after match after match after match that there was like no time to get up to go to the bathroom and grab a drink, kind of deal. Like if you moved out of your seat, you were missing something.
yeah, TVL is the NXT.
Yeah, you're right. Here's a fun fact about me: the first boobs I ever saw, like in real life, was at a WWE event, like during the Attitude Era. It
Of course.
was at a house show, and this was like DX, like, and they'd get the girls to flash in the crowd, and they did.
I think I can picture the girl that does this too right now.
It like.
Well, there was one that
girl,
was
and then
famous,
there was, like,
but I
random
think
girls.
it happened.
I think
all the
one
time.
girl is a plant. Like there's
Industry
like a
plant?
meme going around of it, but it was like,
Yeah.
they put it right on the jumbotron, the whole thing.
That's one
Oh
way
my
to get.
God.
That's one way to build an audience, right?
The first time
Is it
I
different
saw
So wild.
the first time I saw boobs, I was with my uncle and my older cousin, and we were away on like a summer trip, but it was one of those rainy days, so we went to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And Rodney Dangerfield had a movie. I didn't know who he was back then. Was Back to School, and there's this one scene on like the diving board, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "My cousin, my uncle, oh my god!" Like, am I supposed? Is this real life right now?
Is this real life?
A lot of people have that in Titanic.
Oh man, the things we forget about, the things we remember.
Nah, I'm a CM Punk dude. Like crap. Hold on. Do I have it in this room? I'm not wearing it right now, but
If you don't have it in that room, you ain't a real fan.
Hey, shots fired.
Where is Kowalski?
He just
Ryan,
he
I have a random question for you. You got a bunch of shirts from me. Did you get a shirt that that says it's a Hennessy shirt that says anything is possible?
No, I didn't get that one. I got
Okay.
the gin and juice, the Snoop
Got
Dogg.
it.
Why?
Someone bought a Hennessy shirt for me on eBay, and I like was looking through all my bins, and I was like, where could this have gone? And I went through all my whatnot things, and
You probably sold it on the. You probably sold it on one of the shows.
I know, maybe randomly. That's what I thought. But I kept pretty good track, except for like that, like 1 or 2 shows that you were at. So figured I'd ask.
Mm,
I probably should.
yeah, I'm not that big of a Henny fan. I'm more of like a Maker's Mark or a Crown Royal.
I got you. Oh, he's going up. I show speed.
Oh, is that who it is?
No, but he had a
No,
spot like
last
that
night.
yesterday.
yeah.
Rob, if you were a betting man, do you think that there's a better chance that the next VCon is in 2027 or 2028?
2028.
Okay.
Gary had that weird thing, so I don't know.
Because are you guys still at some point gonna try and do like a meetup in the Carolinas, whether it be this year or next year?
Yeah, I did so much work for that last one. It just never got off the ground. I just didn't have enough
Bandwidth.
commitments. But like the groundwork is laid. I just got to do it.
See, that's the thing that stinks because if we knew that VCon wasn't going to be until 2028, then it would make sense for you not to rush anything and know that, all right, I'm going to do it in 2027 rather than just try and,
I think, yeah. I just don't see them doing a VCon. I've said this on the podcast. I just think that the next VCon looks a lot more like the National or a Comic-Con that's VFriends hosted, with vendors and a lot more collectible trading than in VCon 1, 2, or 3. I just think that's where their brand is now.
But does that mean that other NFT projects, that those communities on some level will still like want to go to this type of event? Because at the end of the day, aren't we trying to blend the two so that it becomes one?
Maybe.
I mean, I could see that, but
Maybe,
NFTs are
but
like collectibles.
But yeah, they're so deep in physicals right now.
That's what the NFT bros forgot. Like, NFTs are collectibles, non-fungible tokens. Like, yeah, you could use them as access tokens, but like the collectability is what, like 80% of it?
Yeah, I think it won't. It'll be like VCon 1 was so Web3 forward.
Oh yeah.
I think whatever the next VCon is, it'll be more physical forward, but with more, with them trying to be the bridge for more people to show how it's done,
You didn't want to drink beer and have the worst hangover the next day.
And
And
I think
Roman is clearing the table.
I wonder if like
Who's
Tops. I wonder if Tops Chrome would be like
who's Rick?
at this event.
Rick is B's second camera. That's his burner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his alter ego.
Today.
Yeah, I agree with
My
you, Rob.
wife sent me
I
a
think it's
video
gonna
I was
look very
watching real
different.
quick.
Like, it's gonna look like a card show, card expo.
Right.
Yeah,
mean,
I think
just-
it's going to be way more community based than speaker based the next time around.
You'll probably see a stage for comic book writers and people in the industry that, you know, they'll try to bring in that crowd. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think it was funny to see the crowd at VCon 3. Like, a lot of people were just there for the clout and the hype. They were like, you know, oh, there's a bunch of celebrities here. I want to be here too.
I'm just gonna mute myself for a second. I gotta hit a vacuum.
But I hope this next VCon is people, the majority of people are going for V-Friends, you know. I know they were trying to get in as many people as possible. Like, it makes sense. But now we have our core community, and then we have second gen, and I would even say we have like a third generation, maybe like a fourth generation wave. These, you know, these people that are coming in the last 3 to 6 months is like, this is the new
Yeah.
generation of V-Friends. Hey, Elizabeth.
Rants.
Oh, yeah, Randy, that's me.
Definitely.
How's your day going?
Not too bad.
You got the small hands out today too.
But I did a lot of steroids. This is what happens to hands.
That's karate. Those are karate hands. Those are fighting hands.
Nobody's gonna want to mess with this, brother.
Brother. Hey, brother.
Man,
I don't know if you know this about me. I'm also cream, buddy. Rising to the top.
Sponsor.
Cream of the crop.
Wait, what is that? Is that a yogurt drink?
No, man, it's creamer. Because the cream
Oh, Chobani
rises
has
to the
creamer?
It just looks big because my hands are so.
I thought Chobani was only yogurt.
They also make creamer. It's pretty good. They have a birthday cake one. Highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of is it? Chocolate or vanilla cake?
Hey, Miami.
Miami Mike.
Yo, it's vanilla cake, motherfuckers.
Wait, is that Eminem?
Yo, what's up?
Is that Slim Shady?
Yo, bro, that's wild. You're out of pocket for that one.
He came in with bars, man.
What's good?
Scorpion. Last night I was saying Mike was one of the first people that, like, you know, I kind of met, and I said to him, it's been a couple years since we've known each other, and his mustache actually looks pretty good now from when I first met him. And he started to freaking dying laughing.
Dude, you should have done your Hulk stash. It was awesome when it was blonde.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah,
It's
you had like
crazy.
the handlebars.
Yeah, you
Who?
can tell he keeps up with it. You know, he's cutting it. He's combing it. You know, it looks nice.
Yeah, he had it for Halloween, I think.
That's what you-
I need to get a trim.
It's so funny. They're in Vegas right now. So it's only like 6:16.
Yep.
What time does it go to?
It probably won't go. It probably won't go any longer than, like, at this point, like 15, 20 minutes. But it's
Yeah,
just
like
funny
7 or
how
15.
out in Vegas, it's only going to be like 7 o'clock. The sun's still going to be out, and all these people that have been at this WrestleMania drinking just flood out into Vegas.
That's
Yeah,
Vegas
it's a
for you.
genius idea.
Yeah.
It's like I used to play racquetball, and they did collegiates at Arizona State University,
Oof.
and the games would end by Saturday night at 4 o'clock, and then there was the awards banquet, and then they just let us loose at Arizona State on a Saturday night.
That's not a good combo.
Yeah, right. Like, who's thinking this one through?
Has anyone Googled Arizona State College?
Right? Yeah, that was pretty much our attitude with it. Is it just turned into it, and you know, you're bringing 50 plus colleges together to play here at the biggest party school possible. So just, oh god, that was a night.
Hey, Jolly, did you hear that Rance got a package in the mail from Ryan Reynolds a couple days ago?
True
Really?
story. Yep.
Wait, what?
Like,
Is that a true
how,
story?
how did he just randomly send you something, or did y'all send him something and they mailed something
No, it's
back?
just random.
Oh,
Did
you
you
just
subscribe?
He just knows
to,
me
to
from
Mint
TikTok,
Mobile?
I guess.
like
But
for
it was really weird. Wait till you see these things. I can't. I gotta use my regular size hands. So it's a bird, right? Looks like it just matches like the
yeah.
motif, but you put your finger in its butt. It's a puppet.
It's a finger puppet.
Ryan
But it's an
Reynolds.
awkward.
Ryan Reynolds
Can he
sent you
make it
that.
talk?
Yeah, Affleck. So
Oh,
there's an even more awkward one.
okay.
So there's a dinosaur,
All
but
right.
bro,
I'm understanding what's happening now. I got it.
the dinosaur. I'm just gonna use a pen because I feel like I'm gonna get arrested if I'm recorded making this.
All right.
So
So is Ryan Reynolds? Is that an alias name?
no, it was like actually Ryan Reynolds.
Like,
Yeah.
you know him like that?
Yeah,
No,
I was on Deadpool.
I sent it to her and I put Ryan Reynolds as my return address.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay. At first, I was like, you got me, and then I was like, hold on. When I saw that when you put the finger up the butt of the bird, I was like, I know what. I was like, I
Of
know
the
where this
bird.
came from. I know who Ryan
Once you
Reynolds is.
put the finger up the butt, my
I was kind
brain
of taken
just
back
went.
by that.
It got so weird because I thought they were just like cute little things. I'm like,
So
does this
foul.
thing like stick on something? Like, like sticks on the side like a bookmark. He's like,
Imagine
no,
if Gary did that.
you gotta get all up in there. I'm like, I don't think this is right, man.
It's so right.
It's, ugh. So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, y'all had me
I
going.
heard he
for a
was giving
second.
those out if you subscribe to Mint Mobile.
Only
this
puppets.
you could be the dinosaur if you subscribe to Mint Mobile.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no.
Tiny hand, right? So yeah, he's a nice guy. His wife, totally evil apparently, but
She's an evil guy.
yeah, her and Erica Kirk hang out from what I hear. Just the word on the street.
Word on the street. Hey, I'm a Wrexham fan, so there's actually a chance they could get promoted for the 3rd year in a row.
Let's go.
This would be absurd.
Are any of you
Think
guys doing the
WWE
national?
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to the national. Are you
are?
going?
I'm.
Yeah.
I am very close to greenlighting a TVL tournament and going.
Ooh, nice.
There we
I
go.
want to here. We were in Texas. We had 10 less people than the other one. I feel like
No,
if we
I
do one
think
a-
I
if we do
told
one a
Choppa-
national, we could have more people than the
Well,
other league.
I told Choppa earlier in this chat, I was like, I feel like if we have 1 or 2 more seasons, we're gonna have more active people playing this than the actual TCG.
Yep.
100%, and we
Yeah.
are because
Yeah.
we're gonna do a ladder, and the ladder could be whatever, and then we're gonna do the fall. But I think another IRL tournament this year, and I think national's the time to do it.
Yeah.
There's
think
gonna be
so.
there's gonna be so much activity there,
Oh yeah.
and I just want to have more people in a tournament than them.
Rob, would you end up wanting to have the tournament inside the national convention, or would you have it like
No,
outside?
outside.
Oh,
Okay,
I got
so
a
if you-
monster meltdown. Gotta go.
if you had it outside and like you could get a room where the tournament almost turns into like kind of like a casino night feel, where like
Yeah.
if there was like a couple of bowling alleys in a room with the tables, or like some stand-up video games, so that like there's people in the background just enjoying themselves while it's going on.
That would be my plan A. I would love that.
Yeah.
I think. Yep. I think they're going to do the tournament on Friday. That from my sources tell me that the tournament's Friday. Mike, they're doing that To the Moon thing on Saturday.
And we lost Rob. Frozen in time,
He's like Walt Disney.
I know.
basically.
Jolly, do you think that when you go to look at this, like it's going to be frozen, or could it have played out on the recording?
No, I think it may be Frozen, maybe.
Yeah, I think this is his connection.
Yeah.
Wow, this fight's going. This
Yeah,
is good.
probably another 7 minutes.
Why are you dressed as Hulk Hogan?
No, I'm
Because I was
like,
dressed as Danhausen.
I'm doing an impersonation of Hulk Hogan doing Randy Macho Man Savage.
That's not Hulk Hogan. That's gangster Prince Charming from Shrek.
Oh, I always get those two confused.
Yeah.
I see that now. Oh man.
I just realized this dude's got a mask on.
Yeah, and then Choppa is the guy from
So
what's that
good.
movie? Insidious.
What'd
you do today, Michael?
Well, I was at the Phillies game right behind me, so I don't know if you can see me. So I was watching the Phils play.
Nice. How'd they do?
Terrible, man. The Phillies suck. Yeah, not a great season.
Was there a lot of good-looking women getting ready for the summer at the game?
Of course.
Did you see any boobs?
Yeah.
Boobs just everywhere. Boobs everywhere. It's crazy. So many boobs. It was a good night, guys. How was your night?
Pretty chill.
Good.
You know, I did a few things during the day, but not much. Just kind of just got myself ready. I fly to Chicago tomorrow
Nice.
for an event
Nice.
at Northwestern University.
Nice.
I just have to remember to take this wig off before I show up.
I think you should leave the wig
Or
on and
don't.
show up.
I listen, like, dude, like I will do anything right now to like trend. So, you know, I don't threaten me with a good time.
You should go there, like the carpet matches the drapes.
Crazy.
They were actually talking about the psychology of somebody that ends up trending. Cause like I don't really care about trending unless it was something that was doing something good, like in the world, you know, type of a thing. But like people that like got into social media early or TikTok early and then they ended up trending, they at such an early age within, you know, this business, their mindset is like, oh my God, I'm really good at this. Like I'm gonna, my next video is gonna trend, you know,
They were
depending on the
flying
age
before
of the
they-
person. And
Before they
like,
learned how to walk. They started flying before they learned how to walk.
oh yeah.
It's a
And then
problem.
maybe, what about that person that ends up trending and then never trends again? It's kind of like that the child actor that gets that one job and then in the 80s and then you never see them again.
Well, even Mike Posner, if you listen to Mike Posner's story, right, has this big hit. The next hit that he does is still a hit, but it's not as big, and he feels like a failure. And it's like, dude, you literally, like, it's a hit, but it's not as big. You know, it's like got, I don't know, 500 million less streams. Still got a crap ton, but yeah, he just feels like a loser, right? So it's a problem.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'd have to, if I ever trend, I would have to like do something in real time to like make content out of like what the aftermath of it is, where like if I get hit up in my DMs by like AI and like just random people, I would probably have to go live and like open each of them up to like people so they get to see like the hate mail, the AI mail. Like you look at your inbox and there's like over 1,000 messages that you have to go through.
Hey guys, real quick, I gotta run, but it's great seeing you guys.
Yeah, man.
Likewise.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Take care.
Bye.
I probably would have wanted to see a few other people before you, but like, yeah, you're probably in my top 5.
Oh, we lost the stream again.
Yeah, we lost the stream, bees.
There we go.
I always wonder why. Yeah, it's got like a 45-minute blocker on it.
Oh yeah.
I think you could change the settings, maybe.
Don't tell me what to do, Jolly.
Tell them what to do. Tell them what to do. Yeah, I've just been loving it recently. The amount of new people joining the community is refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like we're getting somewhere.
I'm so very glad we got out of the old, like, original Web 3.0 group that was VFriends. That was kind of a rough start stage to me.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that are just not active, but they were in very early. They invested a lot very early. You know, I don't know if everybody came out on the positive side. I think there was a lot of losing players, especially if you bought in during the hype.
Well, I'm more like, I remember when I started following right from the very beginning, but couldn't get a VF1. And so,
Yeah.
like, I remember I'd post something on X or something, and one of those people would pop in and be like, no, you're not a V friend, you're a V fan. You gotta have a V friend to be a V friend. And it's like,
That's funny.
what sort of elitist bullshit is this? Like, we're into the same thing. Like, why don't we just chill on it? Or like, I remember at the first VCon, line cutting was a giant thing. Like, people would just bullshit cut straight in front of every line, and then their attitude was, well, I've spent so much money on this, I gotta be where I want in line. And it's like, no, dude, like, get to the back of the line.
Yeah, a lot of those people didn't really stick around long enough.
Most of them were gone by the second VCon, and like
They
the
were
second
looking for
VCon was
quick
more
buy.
chill.
As long as I've been in the community, like I never have run across that whatsoever. Like I would have been like,
Yeah.
what the? I'd have been like, what?
Oh, I was running into it a ton. That first year before the first VCon, I was running into it like every other week. Someone being like, no, you're a V fan. And I'm like, what?
Jolly, when was it? When was it that you came in? Because I kind of remember I was one of the first people to follow you.
This past July, I think, was a year that I actually was like started the Jolly Jacko account on X.
Yeah.
And that's about when I actually kind of got in the community. Was only like, so now it's looking at, we're pushing close to, in a couple months it'll be 2 years that I've officially been like in. I mean, I was collecting and buying VFriends on the back end just for myself. I had no idea there was like a whole community about anything. And then when I found that out, and then I started that account on X, and then that's how that started. So really, we're looking at almost 2 years now.
Yeah, and I would say you've risen to one of the more active people because you're just constantly there. You know, you're constantly showing up, posting videos, posting content.
Scorpion, don't tell him that, like, because like I won't like hear from him or see anything till like Friday at this point. Okay, he'll go on a King of the Hill like marathon where I'll have to get him into cartoon AA again and everything.
Well, you do got to post more, right? Like, you're probably not posting enough to begin with, but you're showing up in the circles, so that's
yeah. Appreciate it.
If you
He's
asked him,
gonna ride.
if you asked him that question, Scorpion, he would probably go to you like this, because he'll call me up sometimes and he'll be like, I feel like I've been a little lazy, and I really haven't like gotten anything out there in the last 2 days, and I'm just like, Jolly, you have more freaking different avenues of content going right now than like the three of us on here. Like,
Oh yeah.
don't beat yourself up too much, buddy. You're doing good.
Well, maybe he feels like he could be doing more. You know,
Yeah,
because
you
you
just have
know
to
what
watch
you
out for
can.
burnout. You know.
You know what you're capable of, and I think we all as humans we know when we're putting in the right amount of work. It feels right. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's important that you definitely plan, even if you're not going on vacation. Like, you need vacations throughout the year away from this, so that the burnout, and it's just human nature. If you go away with your family in the summertime, try and just detach from social media. It's a little pain in the ass, but after you take like a bunch of days off of it, man, it's it's quite interesting of a feeling that you, you feel good about it. But then you're like, okay, well, I unplugged. Now, do I just stay unplugged, or because this is nice and there's like it's not as heavy, or do I go back into the realm? I mean, I've seen Scorpion. You've taken breaks and stuff like that, so you kind of get that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think
Yeah.
burnout comes from when you're actively doing something that you don't love fully. So like maybe you love it only 50% and the other 50% feels like work. I think you can burn out from that. But if there's something that feels like 95% love and only 5% work, that thing is really hard to burn out from. Just cuz you love it so much. Like I do music stuff that doesn't feel like work, although it kind of is in a way. For some people, they could be like, "Man, that's a lot of tedious tasks you're doing. That's a lot of, you know, organization, a lot of work you're putting in." And I'm like, "It's just fun."
Do you make any of your own music?
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, cool. Because Jolly wants to do an album of him singing songs from the '60s.
No.
No,
Like what kind of 60s? Like we're talking the Beatles, we're talking
No,
Fleetwood
I don't
Mac.
even know. This is the first I've heard of this.
no. I I have this idea for a intro to my show, um, and it's gonna be a little bit like theatrical. It's gonna kind of, anybody that um, has never crossed paths with me in V Friends, it's kind of gonna be like a 8-minute documentary that I'll play at the beginning of my show, with like some music and like some videos from when I was a kid, and then when I was in high school, and then when I was out of college, because I've got some of that stuff. But I want there I want it to be filled with Easter eggs. And so I would probably come and talk to you about like, you know, trying to get like you to put together something that is kind of on the bottom layer of the whole video, where it kind of goes up and then it goes down, because then there'll be some narrative stuff. I actually was thinking about asking Ren to like do the voiceover. His voice,
That'd be
dude,
cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like everything that I do, I always I always want to go on an adventure with other community members, you know what I mean? And just continue, just like with the shares and the likes and stuff and the comments that I do, like I'm not just doing it because it's on the internet. Like I want to I don't want to just like like get to where I want to go by myself. Like I want to see like every one of us, you know, just have these freaking unreal stories about like, you know, in 10, 20 years. And we get to talk about these stories, dude. That's going to be the sweet spot. And that's actually what my show is. You know, you can give somebody a sweet spot where you do something kind to somebody, or you can receive a sweet spot. And so once I get this going and things grow, I want people to come on and I want them to talk about sweet spot stories that happened in their life, that they either received or they did something kind for somebody else. And those are those moments at all these, you know, these VFriend meetup events. You
Yeah.
know, there's millions and millions of stories. Like you have like 100 stories, and there's like from 50 different VFriend community members. You know, and at some point, people are going to want to hear those stories, even the ones that we think like, no one wants to hear that. No.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. And Brett, you strike me as somebody who like meticulously plans things out. Like you have the blueprint in your head. You're like a visionary in that way, where you can envision how you want things to look, how you want things to sound. So I think that's cool. Like you're able to visualize it.
Yeah, and you know, it's there's a little bit of a tightrope that I feel like I'm on right now, because here's an explanation. I was having a conversation with Kowalski about like 3 months ago, and he was talking to me, and I was like asking him like, "What do you want to get from Aliens Inc? You know, what are you trying to do? Because you've done a lot of great stuff." Um, and he goes, "I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude." And I go, "Okay." And he's like, "Why don't you tell me what to do?" And I was like, "I can, but it has to be authentically you." You know what I mean? So I can give you ideas, and I love doing that. And I think that I would love to get more community members that would reach out to me, that have like a vision, and me give them like the first 4 to 5 steps that they need to take to like keep going in that direction. And I don't even want to make like money off of that, which I know, but like if they're in the VFriends community, there's no way I would ever charge anybody, because for me, I would love the most financial for me is in 20 or 30 years. And somebody said, you know, how did this go with VFriends, and how did this happen? And they said, well, I was talking with the bees and he gave me this idea, and so then I just went with it. To me, that means more to me than getting paid for that idea.
Hmm.
And it's something that I enjoy doing, and I have a little bit of a vision. Now, yes, I used to be even worse of a planner than I am now. Like when we would go to Disney World, I know how to map that whole place out and how to get your time. And I would be the person that would be like, okay, we have a fast pass here, let's go towards this way. And while we're in line waiting, I'm already telling everybody, like, all right, and then after this, we're going to the Peter Pan. And, you know, over time, I was doing it because I wanted everybody to make memories. And I wanted everybody to get the most out of the day, but I wasn't living in the moment. So now I'm a planner and I put things out as like markers, but I try to be here in the moment more because I know that that's better for me, like in the long run.
And I'd like to give you the flip side of the coin, at least from my perspective, just looking in. It's like a roller coaster, right? You're planning, and it's just going up, 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 up. And it's like, okay, when is it finally gonna, you know, go? When are we gonna catch some momentum? And that's the execution part, right? And I've been talking about this on Threads for the last 6 to 12 months, where it's like, ideas, we can come up with those all day. You know, I can envision the best song in my mind, and it just sounds amazing. But it isn't until we actually get into the work, the nitty gritty. We have to get into the weeds, and we have to take some action in order to actually pull something off to say, hey, this is what we have as a final product, or this is what we have as a half-finished product. You know, at least just getting stuff going, right? It's like anything you do. You know, you go outside and into your yard, and you can think of, okay, how would this landscape look if we were to design it? It's like, okay, we got to move these rocks, cut, you know, trim these bushes. We got to plant this stuff here. It's like everyone can do a lot of us can do the vision thing, but we need the execution part. That's the, you know, all that potential energy getting released, and that's the hard part.
And I don't even think that sometimes you can't compare execution with being lazy. I feel like that happens a lot, but we have like these human blocks that happen, and I don't understand why they're there or why we're, you know.
It's
But
like perfectionism a little bit. Like if it's not going to be done the way I want it to be done, then we might as well not do it at all. Like that's the block that we have as humans. It's like, if I can't get it done the way I want to do it, then I might as well just not do it.
yeah, yep. All right, well, let's try this Discord thing real quick. We'll
Oh
jump
yeah,
off here.
jump in. I saw Soul jumped in there. Iconic Gaming is in there.
Where's the link?
It's
I got
in the
it.
chat. I'll throw it in the chat again.
Yeah, I don't see it in the public chat.
No, you.
Oh, studio chat maybe.
No, I threw it in the text message chain.
Oh, I don't think I'm
Oh,
on the
it's
text message.
Choppa didn't get the text
I'll
messaging
drop it
thing
in here.
because he had a Portland game to watch, so he wasn't
I'll
sure.
drop it in the public. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I
Good
got.
call. Good catch.
Yeah, I got the Trailblazer game up now. We're not doing so well.
Can each of you just real quick just look at the camera and just go, "Stay jolly." That's it.
Stay jolly.
Hold on. Stay jolly.
All right, good. Because I'm gonna take that and make a confirmation video or whatever at some point and just have a bunch of people saying it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to get my Discord app because I don't use it that much. I gotta download, get signed in and stuff. So I'll try to jump in once
All right.
I get in there.
I'll
Hey,
jump in
listen.
there, Brett. I'll see you.
There's no try. There's only do or not do.
All right,
Do or
Bye.
not do.
all right, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.